Welcome to Fearless Future Friday. I do love my Fearless Future Fridays. This quote today is from Zig Ziglar, who said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to be start to great. You have to be start. You have to start to be great." I'll learn how to speak properly eventually. So this quote, I love this. It's one of Zig's many little pearls of wisdom. Hi there, my name is Christopher D'Armani. It is my pleasure, it is my passion to empower aspiring Christian nonfiction writers to share their trauma to triumph journey using a complete, detailed roadmap for writing success so they can make the impact they know they want to make in this world. That's why we write. We want to make an impact in someone else's life. And on the way, we get to make a major impact in our own life. And that's, I think, half the fun, right? But the hardest part, as Zig's quote says, the hardest part of any journey is the beginning. It's getting started. Before a holiday, think about it this way. Before a holiday, you've got to plan, you've got to book the tickets, you've got to pack, you've got to make sure the car is gassed up, you've got to make sure that all this other stuff is done before you ever leave. Now, before you start writing your book, there's a bunch of things you need to do as well. So you need to define your premise. What is the point I'm trying to get across in this book? What is my purpose for writing this book? Who do I want to help? Why do I want to help them? Who is that ideal audience? And what is your compelling why for writing this? God put this book on your heart, sure, but what is it that's inside you that He's filling up to help make you do this thing? And then once you know all of that, you still need to write your outline. And that's all the stuff that's a portion of the stuff that needs to get done before you ever start writing your first draft. This is what I call the pre-writing of your book. It's required so you can actually begin writing. This pre-writing is also the pile that can feel really overwhelming, really insurmountable. It can feel like that Mount Everest of I will never be able to climb high enough to get all this crap done because there's just too much. But that's just nonsense in our mind. That's not actually the truth. This is our fear sparks this thought of, well, I can't do this. You can do this. Anyone can do this. My goodness, so if I can do this, surely you can. You're not nearly as stubborn and pig-headed as I can get. It'll be easy for you. But all this stuff, it feels really insurmountable when we're writing that, before we ever start writing that first draft. It's the stuff that can generate all kinds of fear, all kinds of self-doubt, all kinds of nonsense thoughts. But this is where a really detailed roadmap helps a lot. When you know what your destination is, getting there becomes really just a matter of figuring out what do I got to do for the next mile. That's it. And because you already know the end point, you know where you're trying to get to. So a roadmap helps, so does your faith. And I want to share a quote from Matthew 17:20, which says, "If you have faith as a mustard seed, you will say this to the mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. And nothing will be impossible for you." If you have faith as a mustard seed, nothing will be impossible for you. That's what I want to take out of this. It reinforces the idea that simply by starting, by having the faith that I can do this, you activate your potential. Because we all have potential, but you activate that potential for greatness. So start with journaling. If you don't know what to do, just sit down, grab a notebook and a pen, and just start writing about whatever the thought is in your mind. Start maybe with a blog post or an article idea. You can do any of those sort of things to just get the juices flowing, the writing juices going. These acts of writing, no matter how small, these are the things that build your confidence. These are the things that build your skill set as well, which is hugely important. Confidence and skill. With the confidence, you can do anything. So that's why I like focusing on that. And the biggest tool that I use to slay my fear of the unknown, that demon of procrastination, is a consistent daily writing routine. This is a block of time that I set aside every single day to write, no matter what. It becomes, what's the word I'm looking for? Imperative. I'm not coming up with the right word here, but hopefully you'll understand what I mean. Non-negotiable, that's the phrase I was looking for. It becomes non-negotiable. This is something that you do at this time every single day, no matter what. And the more you become familiar with this writing habit and habituated to doing it, really amazing things happen. You'll become more comfortable with your writing, and therefore you'll become more creative as well. Because the creativity flows out of being comfortable in knowing that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. One of the challenges can be that you do feel like you have this great big mountain, this massive Mount Everest of a thing that you can't climb. And if you're not familiar with a writing roadmap, then I would encourage you to go check out Christian Writer Unstuck. The QR code's on your screen. ChristianWriterUnstuck.com is the URL. Go there and check it out. And if it strikes you as something that might be a good thing for you to do, then ask God, go to God in prayer and ask Him 2 questions. Number 1, God, is Christian Writer Unstuck the right thing for me? And pray until you get a clear yes or a clear no. If you get a clear no, fantastic, move on. You know this is not the thing for you. If you get a clear yes, then I need you to ask God another question. Go to God in prayer and ask Him this question. Lord, is Christian Writer Unstuck the right thing for me right now? Because the answer to that will be either a clear yes or a clear no. And if it's a clear no, I would suggest that means there's something really important in your life you need to be taking care of right now. That taking time and setting it aside to do this, to do Christian Writer Unstuck, is not the right time for you. You got the answer that yes, it's the right thing, just now is not the right time. And that's fine. I do this a couple times a year. So there'll always be another opportunity for you to do that, Lord willing, of course. But if you get a clear yes, this is the right thing, and a clear yes, this is the right time, then grab your ticket and join me on the 11th, on the 19th, sorry. Join me on the 19th. It's right there on the screen in front of me if I just pay attention. And I will share with you everything I know about building your own complete, detailed roadmap for writing success, so you can know you have all the answers to everything on your journey down publication highway. So take a look at that page. Excuse me, itchy nose. Take a look at that page. Ask God in prayer those 2 questions, and then if you have a clear yes on both counts, I will look forward to seeing you then. And whether I see you there at Christian Writer Unstuck or not, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And I hope I see you again here tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye for now.